Hey, man, look at here, man. We up here on here on a Sunday evening, man. What is really going on, man? Here we are, and with the Cowboy Huddle, man, with some
Yes,
heavyweights
sir.
on video today, man. We got 21 Armando 21. We got Dallas Cowboy Chris, and I'm sure B2 Real will be in here soon. So here we are, America's team, telling like it TI is, baby. It was a great win today. Dallas Cowboys win 25-10. And hey, another one in the books. Coming for that number one spot. What's going on, 21 Armando?
Hey, we had a great win today. Like we talked about it last week and this week again. It's a good win because it's a division win. So we're 2-0 in the division, 3-1 in the season. Let's go Cowboys.
Yeah, for sure. Dallas Cowboy Chris, what's going on, baby? I know you just saw that great win. What's going on? How you feeling about it?
Say, man, I am hydrating from a early kick.
Woo!
I had a few people over as usual.
Yeah.
And the brew was full. Excuse me, the brew was flowing as long as my hair, So, but hey, the big fella is still. We always living the life of the 300-pounders after the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man, it was a great win, man. So here we are, man. So basically, let's get right on to this real quick. So Cooper Rush. And Rush, we trust.
Rush, we trust.
He was 15 for 27 for 223 yards, 2 TDs. Ezekiel Elliott was 19 for 49. He averaged 2.6 a carry. And then we had Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard only had 8 carries for 6 yards. Moving on along, we got CeeDee Lamb as the number one receiver. He had 6 receptions for 97 yards with 1 TD. Noah Brown was 3 for 61. Ezekiel Elliott was 3 for 22. Michael Gallup was 2 for 24 with 1 TD, which that was a great thing to see. Yeah. Michael Gallup back in the action, man. I mean, that was a great thing to see, man. That was a great thing to see Michael Gallup back. There he is. Joel is in the house. What's up, baby? Puro Pinche Cowboys. Real talk, man.
Cowboys.
So come on, man. Give me you guys. Tell me what y'all think about this game today. What do you think, Dallas Cowboy Chris?
Man, it was to be expected. Okay, remember we were talking about how Cooper Rush has been doing everything that we expect our backup quarterback to do. He was consistent. He did everything that was expected of him. He had a couple possible turnovers due to penalties that didn't happen. But he didn't force nothing. Okay, and I was really excited, man, to see number 13 on the field. I was so excited, man. I was just like, finally. And when number 4 get back on the field, I think it's gonna be really exciting. Okay, but Cooper played great. Our running game kind of sucked today. I thought they were gonna put some yards on the Commanders today. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But the most important thing happened, the W. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. I really can't. Beggars can't be choosy when we win the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real talk. We'll take it any way we can get it. What do you think, 21?
I agree with Chris. I expected to see a little bit more on the run. Obviously, I'm happy for the dub. We need that dub. That's a division game. That's a 2-for-1 right there. Give me that. So we need that dub. It's a good dub. I did expect more out of the run. I was hoping we saw more of what we saw last week. I feel like maybe we got away with it, or was Washington kind of prepared for that run game? So but another thing that kind of concerned me was our run defense. That run defense kind of was, that run for Washington was getting up there. They were finding some holes. I'm glad they got away from it. They kind of didn't know what, I don't know if they didn't know what they were doing, but they got away from it. So it gave us a breather. But we were leaving that defense out there a little too long sometimes. Those 3 and outs were killing us. We need to, Rush has got to watch that. But it's a great game, man. We got the dub, like we say, it's a 2-for-1 division game and a win. So great game, great dub. We needed that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't speak enough on this defense, man. I mean, we could talk about the whole team, but how can I not mention our defense, man? This defense, man. Personally, Deron Bland.
Yep.
ends up with a pick. Okay. Guess what? Donovan Wilson steps up again with 8 tackles at the top of the list with the most tackles for the game. I mean,
Hey,
dude,
fellas,
this
have you guys heard of this McLaren kid?
yeah,
This
Scary Terry.
scary boy. He wasn't scary today because Diggs locked him down.
Yeah,
Diggs locked
Scary
him
Terry.
down.
That's what they
There was
call him.
nothing scary about him. What did he have? Like 6 yards, or how many yards did he have?
Oh,
Was
he didn't have many at all, brother. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let's look and see what he had real quick.
hey,
Yeah,
Uh,
this,
McLaren has been having a tough time against number 7. You
yeah,
know, he's been having a tough time, man.
he was two. He was 2 for 15, man. He was 2 for 15. But you know what was so surprising? Wentz, I mean, really, dude, have you not learned? You're gonna continue to test Diggs? Really? Is that
yeah,
what you're gonna do? You're
he
gonna
was
continue?
he was letting it fly that way too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. So it cost him as well. So uh
I wasn't surprised about that, Gary. Though, really, I mean, because the reputation Diggs have a boom or bust. So they gonna continue to try him. But I'm liking all these outcomes.
well, you know,
Hey, I want you to keep trying because I
and
think
and
he. Go ahead.
right, right. In due time, they'll realize that, just like they did with Deion Sanders, and then they finally learned and say, you know what? We
He's
better not throw
real.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm sure Wentz will know next time we play him. He say, I better work on this other side because this guy is really a lockdown cornerback.
Right.
So
Right.
man, I mean, again, I cannot talk enough about this defense, man. I mean, it's just, I mean, Michael Parsons doing his job. Neville Gallimore, what the heck?
Yep.
Never
I
had a good
mean,
game. Never
oh
had a
my
good game.
gosh.
Him and the
Oh,
Diggies had a good game. Yeah,
yeah,
both of them.
Dante Fowler. He had,
Fowler had a good game.
Didn't Fowler
So
get a sack today? Didn't Fowler get a sack today?
yeah,
yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he got a sack. He definitely did. And then he caused a breakup or something, I believe. Yeah, he got a sack and I think a breakup or something like that. But hey, man, I meant, and you know what? Matter of fact, Cooper Rush said himself. He said the reason we're winning is because of our defense. That's what he said in his press conference. So he's giving much props to this defense. But again, I have to say our defense is in the top
Hey,
five.
we got to keep an eye during the week, see if anything comes out on Mike. I know towards the last play he kind of was, I don't know, just the way he bent on that one rush. I don't know if he was kind of looking a little bit hurt, but we got to keep an eye, see if they say anything on that injury.
Yeah. Well, and they said it's continuing to swelling up. So you talking about with Dak?
No, I'm talking about Micah towards the end.
Okay. Oh yeah,
It's
Micah.
bad.
Yeah, Micah. Yeah.
Looked
And
like
He's
then
a
he was
trooper,
holding it
man.
back.
who else? Somebody else went on defense, right? We had another injury on the defense on the
Quentin
line.
Bohanna. Quentin Bohanna.
Yeah. Yeah,
It looked like a shoulder situation. I'm not sure, but I don't know the facts, but it looked like
You
something
know,
was going on with his
the
shoulder.
Bohanna injury is really not a big deal. I mean, because they so deep at that two tech, three technique, man. They deep in that position. So, he can have time. He barely play anyway. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But that defensive line is deep though, Gary.
Yeah.
I just bring me back to, I hate bringing up the past, but remember we had the rotation of defensive linemen where they was always fresh, they could always get to the quarterback. And man, I was impressed with the run defense except for 2 plays. Of course, the one they broke. Okay. And it was another one on a short yardage. The guy got the first down. But man, it just seemed like, man, they was always at the point of attack, except for, we ain't gonna mention his name, number 55. Just gets on my damn nerves. But I'm gonna quit watching that dude.
LVE.
And,
LVE.
dude,
I was watching him, and man, this dude, even the commentators pointed out how slow he is.
bro, it ain't even just
I
that.
don't know.
It's just his reaction time. His reaction is when somebody's past him. It just irritate me so, man, that Washington's number 55 is in the hole making tackles. Our 55 is chasing somebody. I'm like,
I don't think we're gonna have to worry much more about LVE because we got Anthony Boyd. So in due time after this season, I think Anthony Boyd will definitely be our starter. So we just got to kind of wait it out a little bit. But yeah,
and then they got Cox playing special teams, and I was like, man, it's like put him on the field, man. Let's see what he could do. I mean, the key was hurt all last year.
Yeah.
Hey, let him play the whole preseason. we were all excited about seeing the kid on the field. And man, they would not
Mhm.
put him on the field, man. I was like, to me, it's a better option. You got better options on the team, man. And I think our defense would be even more potent, bro. If Barr can only do so much. Okay. And I'm happy with him. We were all excited that the Cowboys signed Anthony Barr. We were just like, man, thank you. But when they signed him, I thought they was gonna take LVE's place. But
It's coming.
that
It's
didn't happen.
coming.
It didn't happen.
It's coming. Then I
Yeah.
think, and I think they're saving Jabril for next year because of LVE. So why not just let LVE, because we got his contract and we got this youngster. Sure enough, next year Jabril probably fill that role, and it'll probably be Anthony and Jabril and your boy Micah. So I said the same thing, Chris, but that's just where I'm looking at it. They're giving LVE this chance because they did, sign him to a 1-year contract, but just keep Jabril fresh for next year. So, and that's just my opinion. I'm not sure if that's what they're saying, but yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. So, what do y'all think about the connection, the chemistry between Cooper Rush and CD Lamb? I think that was it was great to see that they finally connected. What do you think, Armando?
Yeah, I mean, we saw. I think Pete. If you can bring up his comment, is 88 becoming that guy? He has responded since that big drop, and I think he's right. When we saw that big drop, I think we saw CD kind of say, okay, I can't be doing this, and he's showing up. This game, he had a few of those short catches for good runs. So it's a good connection. It's looking good.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
CD had a good game, no drops.
Was it 2
That's the
touchdowns?
most important part. One. The
One.
other
Yeah.
the
Okay.
other
One.
was
Yeah.
to
One.
Michael CD, he's ever since that drop, he's been acting like a number one. Well, he's been performing like a number one. And that's all we've been wanting from CD, man. Show us that you
Right.
are the number one.
Yeah.
And and Cooper's getting him the ball. So, hey. And then a couple times, man, that dude was running wide open. And I'm thinking, Commanders, what's wrong? Y'all don't see number 88, just running across the field wide open.
that touchdown, he was wide open up the seam.
Where did Washington get these cornerbacks from?
But Armando, it was a beautiful route, man. That
Yeah,
corner bit on it, man.
Yeah.
And he thought he was going to the corner. I mean, to the flag, and he hit that post move right down the seam.
Turned him around.
I was just like, okay, that's a Amari Cooper route running right there, baby.
Yeah, you better
I can take that.
You better believe it.
Yeah,
That's great, man. It's good to see that. Hear what Trackhawk said. Trackhawk said it was good. It was good connection, but it died after the half. Wonder what that was about. It did look like we got to. Well, they probably adjusted too. You think?
I got a theory. Once the Cowboys didn't score on the first 2 drives, right? I think they got complacent. Did you see like the offense just got stagnant?
Yeah.
Until was it the Noah Brown pass that lit them up?
Yeah.
I think the Noah Brown catch lit them up. And once again, my apologies to Noah Brown. I'm still sorry for everything that was said about you.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes, man, when you playing a lesser team, you don't have that height, but I want that intensity on offense, man, all the time, man. We need points.
Yeah.
And even at the end when we were kicking those field goals, the great Brett Maher, and I don't want Armando to talk about him anymore. He owed Brett Maher an apology. But right now he's our offensive MVP.
For real.
Yeah.
After 4 games, G. Brett Maher is our offensive MVP.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And and that's it kind of reminds me back on 92-93 season, man, when we didn't score. Like say, I think somebody brought it up that Troy wasn't throwing a whole bunch of touchdown passes, but that 92-93 season, when I went and did some research, a lot of those games was won because we kicked a lot of field goals. We got in field goal range and continue to add points. So this is kind of what Brett is reminding me of, and I truly say, that we need to score more points. And that's the same thing what Trackhawk was saying. He's saying basically there is a red zone problem, and
I think Dak is gonna solve that problem.
Okay, so
because the reason I say that though, Gary, because Dak has always got that possibility to run. Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper's gonna stay in the pocket. Cooper ain't going nowhere. Okay. So when you got that possibility of the quarterback taking off and running too, that kind of solves a lot of other problems too.
Okay. Well, here's the question right here then. Larry said, question is, do we force Dak to come back against the Rams or do we stay with Mr. Rush? What do
I
you
don't
think,
think it's a
Mondo?
force. I think if the boy is healthy, he going on the field. I mean, I don't think the Cowboys are gonna be like, man, we need you like right now. No, we all said we wanted 2 wins from Cooper. We got 3.
We got 3.
I don't think the Cowboys are gonna force any. I think they're more concerned about division wins. We're 2-0 in the division. Even God forbid if we lose to the Rams. Okay, let's go play. Let's go get Philly and get them.
We're not.
So
we're not going to lose to the Rams.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That question was to Armando. I'm sorry, Armando.
No, but Chris, it's cool. You already know, but I think we still ride the Cooper Rush train. I think Dak from what we saw today, we saw the thumb kind of still looks swollen. Yeah. I think we give him another week and then have him come back for that Philly game. That's the game I want him to come back for.
That's the game I want too. Yeah. I can care less about the Ram game, him playing or not. I want him in Philadelphia on Sunday night. That's where I want him.
Personally, it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. I mean, we can get Dak out there and play, but whatever it takes to get us to win, I'm fine with. If it's Dak, if it's Cooper, but you know
what I'm relieved as a Cowboys fan is that we have a backup quarterback. We have a backup quarterback. We all saw what happened the season Dak went down. We weren't really sure of our backup, and I think we went through 3 backups that year. So right now we have.
I think it was 4.
It might have been 4, but
I think it was 4.
So we have a backup, guys. That's what I'm excited for.
Well, we got a question here. Henry Hill says this: is it clear that?
I don't understand this. Okay, Henry, I don't know if you're a Cowboy fan or not, but it sounds like you're not. So every non-Cowboy fan always bring up, is he overrated? Y'all didn't say that when he got hurt and broke his leg and saw that trash that was on the field the Cowboys had. Okay. And then last year when he threw for 39 and 37 touchdowns, you didn't say it then. He played 1 game and got hurt. He played 1 game. Yep. Jesus, people, stop overreacting.
But it's their opinion, though. Chris, you got to allow them to. That's just the way they feel.
You're right. I should allow people. Yeah, I allow people to think any way they want.
Exactly.
But if it's the dumbest thought ever, hey, I'm gonna let you know it's the dumbest thought ever.
We can't say it's dumb. I mean,
it is dumb. It is dumb.
Right now. Well, okay. Let me share some facts. Let me share some facts with you.
Well, you go.
Cooper Rush has just made
1 game.
Well, no, Cooper Rush has just made history.
I'm talking about Dak Prescott. He only played 1 game.
Cooper Rush has just made history.
You give me all the stats.
Hey, cousin, I see you back there, cousin.
She wanted to walk by so I can tap on her. But hey, girl.
Hey, watch out, man.
I get you.
So listen.
Go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
You do know that Cooper Rush have made history in the Cowboys franchise.
Yes.
As far as the only quarterback to go 4-0.
Yes.
As a quarterback. So that means he surpassed Roger. He surpassed Troy Aikman. He surpassed Danny White, whoever else.
Yes.
So, so I say that Henry has a right to say what he believes. I mean, he just feels that, hey, we might be onto something. So I wouldn't call it dumb. It's just an opinion that he has.
I want your opinion on it. Is
about
Dak
what?
Prescott? I'm asking you this question, Gary G, the number 1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. Do you think Dak Prescott is overhyped and overrated? I'm asking you the question, not what people think. I want your opinion.
No, I don't think he's overrated. I really don't. I mean, he's still young. I mean, we still got time.
No, the question is overhyped and overrated.
No, I don't think he's overrated or overhyped. It's just basically, it's just unfortunate he's caught the injury bug. And just like we had DeMarco Murray, we thought he was a great running back, but dang, DeMarco Murray continue to get hurt, and things like that. But it happens. Again, I'm just about whoever's the best at the moment, and basically, like they say, continue to drive this bus until Dak gets back. So I'm with whatever. Like I said, I'm Team Cowboy, regardless who's at quarterback, long as we winning. When Zeke come back, I hope the best for him that he gets in there and pick up where Cooper Rush left off. But right now, Cooper Rush is doing a great job as a backup quarterback. So it's all within the team to me. So no, Dak has done a lot of great things, but I'm thinking he's starting to feel a little bit like Tony Romo. But anyway, so
Can I ask this question to Armando? I know you're the host, but I would like to ask
no,
Armando.
that's fine. You're good. Go ahead.
Armando, 21. Armando, 21, from the 915 El Paso's finest.
Yeah.
The 5-3 bowling ball. Armando, your opinion on Dak Prescott? Do you think he's overhyped and overrated?
No, I actually think he's underrated. Dak Prescott is underrated. This dude, that's our quarterback, man. Overhyped? No, I don't like I said, I think Dak Prescott gets a lot of hate just because, right now we're riding this wave of happiness. As Cowboy fans, we're like, we're winning. Cooper Rush is taking us there, but you guys got to remember this defense is doing a lot for us. Dak is our quarterback. I'm excited for Dak to come back. I hope he comes back with right healed. Not rushed back. But Cooper Rush right now, that's our quarterback. In the meantime, we got
my quarterback, man.
We gotta ride it. We gotta ride that train right now.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort for sure. So Felicia Colley got something for you, Chris.
I read it.
Oh, yeah.
I read it.
Yeah, she said she ain't a Dak fan. Felicia said she ain't a Dak fan.
She was never a Roger Staubach fan, Troy Aikman fan, Tony Romo fan. She was never one of those. Anybody, the starting quarterback, she never liked him. I'm like, I don't know how you don't like Dak Prescott, but that's your opinion. And Felicia, I love you. You signed my wall. You're the greatest. You're our number one fan, but you're wrong also.
Chris,
that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and for sure. Go ahead, Mondo. What you gonna say?
No, this isn't gonna be the ongoing issue, and as long as this is what Jerry was talking about. This is what Jerry was talking about. This is what he wants. This is what he was talking about when he said he hopes he has a QB controversy, and he's having it. He has Cowboy fans thinking, okay, Cooper Rush needs to start, but in all honesty, Dak is our quarterback. Cooper Rush, he's doing what a backup is supposed to do and hold us down while our starter gets healthy.
Yeah, Trackhawk said basically with one game we can't judge our quarterback riding the pine. That's true too. It was only one, and it was one bad game, So yeah.
But Trackhawk, you can't tell these Cowboy fans that. You can't. Well, he looks so good on the sideline, blah, blah, blah. He needs to stay on the sideline, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you can't be. Man. It just seemed like these people are Cowboy fans when they want to be, not all the time. Okay.
Well, no, they're Cowboy fans, Chris. They're Cowboy fans.
Then you say you team Cowboy. Gary, you said your most important thing is we win the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's not saying, hey, we win the game, but Dak Prescott was in. Damn, we should have had Cooper Rush in there. That's not being a Cowboy fan, bro.
Well, it's an opinion. The individual, whoever this person is saying this Henry Hill is more basically just saying he just think Cooper Rush. And I'm gonna say this here about Cooper Rush. And if we're gonna talk about Cooper Rush, let's talk about the pros and the cons with Cooper Rush. Let's have that conversation. So my pros about Cooper Rush is he looks poised. He looks poised in the pocket. I'm not saying that Dak doesn't, but for what he's been doing, he looks poised. He's been going downfield. He's been running. I mean, he's been executing a little bit from what I've seen. And it's more like I'm comfortable with him being at the quarterback. I saw some things that, you know, I kind of shook my head on, but at the end of the day, I feel comfortable with Cooper Rush being back there to drive this bus as, you know, as Dak heals. So one thing I can say about him is that he seems poised. He seems to be able to check his reads. I think one time he checked down to what was it, Zeke one time. And you know, not saying that Dak didn't do this, but I'm just saying it just basically was good to see this come from him as we saw on today and over these last 3-4 games. So yeah, so you know, it's just I mean, let's talk about the pros and cons. So what are your pros and cons about Cooper Rush, Chris?
My pros is he is a professional backup. My cons is he's a professional backup. So that's it to me. I mean, Cooper Rush is doing what we ask him to do, man. Control the ball, don't turn the ball over, and let's keep us in the game. Okay. He made Brett Maher a lot of money. Okay. So when we got open receivers downfield, he gets it to him. I'm happy about look, people don't get me wrong. I'm happy with Cooper Rush. I'm happy about what he's doing. I'm happy he's gotten us these wins.
Yep.
I'm happy, but he's not better than number 4. He's not. Number 4 brings you so many different type of elements on the field, from his running, his toughness, his mobility. Dude, he makes everything better on the field. Okay, because if he didn't, Tony Romo would have been back on the field when he was there, but he didn't. He changed it. He changed the whole dynamic of the offense, man. And I think just with Michael Gallup being back, and then when Dak comes back too, dude, the weaponry, he's gonna get everybody the ball, okay, including Noah Brown, my new favorite Cowboy.
Yeah, I think he's on injured. I think he injured himself something. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
I'm gonna go get his jersey. I'm gonna have to massage something. I'm like, that's my new friend.
Here's a comment. Pete says, like Parcells said, quarterbacks don't grow on trees. Be careful what you wish for. I still
Thank you, Pete.
Those 5-11 seasons looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, with time will tell. Time will tell, and we'll see what it brings. What do you think? What do you think, Armando?
Kellen Moore, Kellen Moore, this is what he needs to do when Dak gets back. This run, we need to keep Dak healthy. We need to, get this run going. There was some play calling in the red zone where I was like, come on, like, what's going on here, man? So, but man, I think that having Dak back there, I think like Chris says, it opens up different elements of the game. We can, he can. He's a dual threat. He's a dual threat quarterback. Even though he got hurt, he's still a dual threat quarterback. So Dak is our quarterback, and I think that's what we're all waiting for.
Right.
Gary, I'm not trying to get away from the fact that the Cowboys won the game today.
Oh yeah,
I'm happy. I'm happy. Guys, I don't want y'all to seem like we're doing a pity party or we.
No, this is not a pity party. This is
the
this
Cowboys
is a win.
won today. Cowboys won. So
we
keep
won.
winning.
We won.
Keep winning. Only thing I'm saying, keep winning until our best get back on the field, and then the Cowboys will be even better. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, like I said, it's a team effort deal. It's not. Yeah. I mean, like I said, as long as he can continue to drive the bus and doing what he's doing, and with this defense carrying up that offense, because I mean, we still struggling as far as this red zone. I think we still kind of struggle in the red zone, but again, it was good to see Michael Gallup get that touchdown, man. That was awesome.
Didn't it bring a smile to your face to see him?
Gosh, it did. Like, even seeing CD get that touchdown pass. I mean, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. So. There was some problems with we can talk about the run game as well. It wasn't 100 yards. But again, you have to continue to run the ball in order to open up the passing game. And I say the same thing. Again, where did Washington get these cornerbacks at? I mean, they was reaching, grabbing, scratching, biting. I mean, dude, it was terrible. Where did they get these cornerbacks from?
They were a little aggressive.
Touchy. They were touchy-feely. Right?
They were a little aggressive,
Oh my God.
But
Gary, can you pull up the red zone stats? What are the stats in the red zone?
Let me see if I can get that real quick.
How many times did we? I want to know how many because I feel like we went into red zone and we went into straight throwing mode.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah, and that's when we didn't run the ball.
Yep.
But yeah, man,
it seemed like against New York we had a better run scheme. It was like the couple the pitches to the outside and the guard and tackle pulling and everything. I didn't see any of
You
that
didn't see any of
in this
that
game.
today. I know that's what
I
I'm saying.
didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we were getting stuffed up the middle. Hey, they 2 first round picks in the middle.
Yeah.
Right there, them Alabama boys. That's a pretty good wall.
right.
So why didn't we do what we did against it? Because once we got outside against the Giants, man, we were picking up a lot of
Yep.
yards. It just seemed like today we were just running into that wall today. Kellen was just like, nope, I want to run right here. I want to run right here. I don't want to run nowhere else.
Even Pollard, who you don't see him run up that middle. That he was even in that middle. But yeah, I feel like we got away from all that, from Pollard going outside and all that. I don't know.
And then that's the thing about it, though, man. I think, in order to open up the running game, you got to continue to run the ball. I was just I was a little concerned that, that Pollard only got 8 touches.
Yeah.
What the crap is that? What was that about?
Well, we had a couple 3 and outs in there too, man. We had some mixed in 3 and outs. That first half, it was really. I'm sorry, guys, that was my fault. It was really kind of stagnant. It kind of reminded me of the Tampa Bay game or the second half of the Cincy game. It was like we just got complacent. It was no sense of urgency on offense. And I know how you say Rush is composed and everything like that, but sometimes I want to see a little sense of urgency, and of course that comes with our quarterback. He need to be like, "Come on, baby, let's go, man, let's go, let's get that sense of urgency, man." And I think we'll put more points on the board. But like I say, man, we got the dub. Well, that's why we doing the post game show, man. And it just feels good,
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be the grumpy old dude, 300-pounder. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. We won the game. We won.
I'm telling you, 2-0 in the division. Well, what's the Giants are what? I don't know. Are we the only ones 2-0 in the division right now?
Yeah, because Philly only played 1 division game. The Giants have played 1, and the Skins has played 2. Because the Skins had Philadelphia and us. I'm sorry. The Commanders. The Commanders. I'm sorry.
They're 0-2 already.
They're 0-2. They're 0-2.
Nice.
0-2. We 2-0. And the Giants 1-1, and Philly is 1-0.
Here's a comment right here. Cowboys need to finish their drives and stop settling for field goals.
I agree.
Yeah, we agree. We agree. Because there were several times that Washington could have stayed in the game. They hurt themselves with penalties. They hurt themselves. So, thank you, Washington. Thank you for your mistakes and your mishaps, because we will take it any way we can get it. So
and Quentin, we didn't capitalize on some of those penalties that we got from Washington. And I was disappointed. Like I said, we all want points, and that's another thing. When Dak Prescott was in the at quarterback, wasn't we the highest scoring offense in the league last year?
Yep.
I'm like, Cooper's doing good, but he ain't throwing over 250 yards every game. Maybe 210, 215. But one thing I do like, Gary, I love Cooper's deep ball. Cooper deep ball is in the bucket. It's in the bucket.
Oh, gosh.
You know what, Chris? There's some balls that, like his short balls, I feel like he floats them too much, and I'm just like, they stay up there. They don't have that zip that Dak has. So I feel like Cooper Rush, but his deep ball, yeah,
Woo, they
man,
beautiful, man. Those are beautiful balls, man.
It's fair to throw it either.
Those are beautiful. Let me say some beautiful football. I'm gonna say them beautiful balls. We're gonna say beautiful football.
Well, it could be some beautiful
People
balls,
take it
too.
different. So let's say that. Beautiful footballs that's thrown to the receiver. Okay,
the pigskin.
Yeah, some people, they say, "Oh, you're what Gary said." No, but here's the comment right here, man, which is good. Do you think Cooper is running the same offense as Dak? Because if so, Cooper is running it better.
No.
Oh, I think that question is a no. That answer is a no. And I think that we all see it. We all see that there's something different. This play calling compared to Dak Prescott play calling. But again, we only saw one game of Dak Prescott. We only saw one game. We haven't seen multiple games. So let's wait and see when Dak gets back.
I think we're trying to compare last year's to play calling to this year's play calling. We don't know. We just don't know what. And I'm not going to try to dissect if different plays are being called. Like I say, long as we win, that's all that matters.
I'm with you, Gary.
I mean, if you're going to use E85 or you're going to use premium, whatever's going to get you to finish line faster, use it.
Let's get there. Let's get there.
Let's get to the finish line, man.
But let's hurry up and get there.
Yeah, man. But I feel good about this team, man. The defense again. That's what Cooper Rush said. That basically that's why they're winning. And Dan Quinn has these guys playing lights out, man. So, I still think once our offense actually catches up to our defense, and I mean, we should be juggernaut. Now that we got Gallup back, I think it's going to get better from here on out. Now that Gallup's back in the lineup.
I want your opinion. I want your opinion on something, Gary. I'm glad you brought up what you said.
Mm.
Do you think Cowboy fans would be in love with Cooper Rush if we had a defense like we had 2 years ago? The reason I say this, our defense is keeping us in the game. They're not letting people get away. So Cooper can be that
good or as bad.
That bus driver quarterback.
Yeah.
So say if we had the defense we had 2 years ago, would the Cowboy fans be loving Cooper?
Oh no.
No, I couldn't say they would. I couldn't say that they would because it was terrible. We had Mike Nolan as our coordinator, and
so
it was bad.
So my thing was, the reason I say this is because 2 years ago, remember, we was always coming from behind. Always, we were down 2-3 touchdowns every game.
Mm-hmm.
Every game. Okay. So the reason I say this, Dak brings a different dynamic, man, where he can make plays happen if he needs to. Cooper is our system quarterback. Hey, I'm gonna run exactly what you call.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
the reason I say it, man, and Cooper was right. The defense is, man. We had the conversation in the beginning of the season. Who would you love to see? What unit what do you like to see more on the field? And everybody said our defense because we're so excited to see them. We weren't excited what they're going to do next. It's just like, it's like on a thriller. Oh, where's the killer coming from now? Okay. And our new killer is Wilson now, right? Donovan is our he's a slasher. And then we already know the obvious killer is number 11, Micah. And then we got these Tank sightings all of a sudden. The last 2 weeks, like number 90, the man who's making a lot of money. Tank is playing
making plays, baby, making plays.
D-Law is making plays. I was just like, that's the Micah effect.
Exactly.
They so worried about him. These other guys, man, are making great plays, man. And like I said, like you said earlier about Gallimore and Diggy. Oh man, they are playing so beautifully. And Diggs is gonna take one to the house real soon, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. Do y'all see it? It's like
it's coming
right there.
But hopefully, like you said, hopefully these quarterbacks will be a little bit more wiser and understand it. This guy is a lockdown corner, and you continue to test him, it's going to cost you. Mm-hmm. And Wentz had to. I get he had the balls to. I'm going to test. Okay, well, it cost you. I think it was twice. He threw it to the end zone. He knocked the ball down. And next time you go at him again, and you throw a pick. Come on, Wentz. I mean, but Wentz was having a bad day. Wentz had a bad day
He's
today.
had a bad 3 weeks, bro. He's had a rough 3 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
and like I said, I still feel sorry for him.
What is it, number 2 for Diggs already? Number 2?
I think
it's his
2,
second
yeah.
pick. Yeah, his
It's
second
2.
pick this year.
Did
2
Micah get
picks
in?
out of 4 games?
Yeah. Did Micah get any sacks today?
No. He was always that step.
Yeah.
Who got the sacks? Fowler got the sack. I thought D-Law got one.
Let's see. I'm gonna tell you. Let's see.
It was Bohanna. Well, no.
Was it a Digizua?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's see who got the sacks. The sacks came from Dante Fowler. Neville Gallimore.
Okay.
And Deron Bland got the sack. I mean, got the interception. And Trayvon Diggs got the interception.
I thought Wilson had a sack off a blitz, or was that last week?
That was last week.
Last week. Okay.
But Wilson did top the charts as far as tackles. He had 8 tackles and 1 assist. So
dude, that number 6 is everywhere on the field, ain't it?
Yeah.
Number 6 is everywhere, man.
Yeah. So man, it's just great, man, to see this defense play with it is. But again, I really think that this offense is going to definitely pick up. That Michael Gallup is back. You know, I think that's going to open up.
What did you guys see out of Dalton Schultz? Because I really didn't see much.
Oh, didn't see nothing. Did he have a catch?
Well, he got a holding call against him.
Yeah, he got a holding call on one of the 20.
That was a true holding call too. He snatched the guy.
Yeah.
Gary, did he have a catch in the stat?
No, he had opportunity to catch. He dropped it.
So he didn't have an official catch.
Yeah, I want to see Jake. I want to see Jake Ferguson back out there. I really want to see Jake. Jake, I mean, he's kind of that gritty type tight end, and we know he can block.
And I want to see Hendershot. I feel like Hendershot is more of a. I think we seen him leap over somebody last week. Was it against the Giants where he did
he caught that pass against the Giants, and he bowled somebody over. He leaped over somebody. Yeah, Hendershot, man, he got a little gritty in him, you know.
Yeah,
he got a little gritty in it. I like Hendershot too.
Hey, Raphael, man, I see you down there, man. We're gonna bring individuals on Wednesday. Okay, we're just gonna do the hour today, but we'll bring you back on Wednesday. Okay, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Thank you. All right. But we're just gonna keep this quick hour. But yeah, man. So Israel Makamu, that guy was stepping. I'm like, damn, this defense is just bananas, man.
That's one thing you gotta worry about is that defense.
Mr. Israel.
Yeah, just say Makamu. Yeah, just Israel, the safety. Okay, okay. Because I would chop up a name and y'all know it. So anyway, he know who I'm talking about.
You did good. You did better than me.
And I'm not going to try Osa Adigazua. There you go.
I love his name, Adigazua. You said it right. Hey, I used to have trouble with Chidobe Awuzie.
Oh man, Chidobe Awuzie. I always think about the Black Panther. Chidobe Awuzie. You know,
it's Chidobe Awuzie.
Chidobe. Whatever. Yeah, man, he's over in Cincinnati. I used to like that guy. But hey, man, we take the win 25-10, man. Brett stepped up, man. He has actually solidified his job as a kicker, man. He really has. I'm glad we brought him in. I as far as my worries with him, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with Brett.
I don't get nervous anymore when he's.
I don't get nervous anymore. You know,
Maxine said the exact same words came out of her mouth. She goes, "I like him. I don't get nervous with him no more."
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you need. You need a go-to kicker, man. And basically, he's done that. And I always say, if we can't, and I want to talk about this just a minute. If we can't score, let's get in field goal range. I'll take a field goal. 3 points is better than anything. But before I forget, guys, I want to ask y'all about this.
Okay.
And we're not bashing anything, but why did not Jason Peters play that much this week?
Oh, I was thinking the same thing, G. I was thinking the same thing.
What is going? I mean,
dude? He got to be in shape by now. He got to be in shape, man. Because the sack we gave up, guess who gave it up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I asked that question.
And I was like, "What was Peters? Why is Peters not on the field?
And you know what? One of the plays I saw him where they actually showed him and Tyler together, he looked gassed. He was holding. He was up here, and
Well, it was his first game back. It was his because he's been injured. But they did not. I don't think they did much rotation with Jason Peters. I don't
I
know.
didn't see him much
I
out
only seen him on the field a couple plays.
I might have seen him just once.
In New York, he had a couple series.
Yeah.
Today, he had a couple plays.
Yeah.
It wasn't series at all. But I was thinking the same thing, Gary. I was like, man, put this man on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it makes our line even better, man. I mean, that dude's a Hall of Fame player. Okay.
Well, you saw our runs so let's talk about that. Our runs last week versus our run this week.
Could that have been
the
reason why our run game was so?
It could have been a nagging injury too. He may have a nagging. We don't know.
Yeah,
but he hadn't been listed on the injury report. But it could be a nagging injury. It could be something, but I'm like you, Gary. I kind of want him on the field at all times.
Oh my gosh, with him and that darn rookie tackle, releasing downfield. I don't even know if we ran that play or not, but I don't know. But just those two
get a raise. Can Will McClay get a raise, please? I want the brother to get a raise.
I know it. And you know what? And this is and that's so funny because I was looking at Tyler Smith last week. I'm like, man, where we was running last week, man. I'm sure here he comes. But we never saw Jason Peters, so I have no idea why that didn't happen. But they went with McConnell. What's his name? Connor McGovern.
Yeah.
So, and I guess, they were just trying to see what he could do. I guess it's still one of those, evaluation things, but I really would like to see Jason. And you know what? I was watching the mic'd up on the sidelines, and you know who was before the game when they had the linemen in the huddle, who was hyping him up? It was Jason Peters. He was giving them instructions. He was telling them, this is what we have to do. It wasn't Zach Martin. It wasn't Tyler Biadasz. It was Jason Peters, man. If you go and listen to, and he said some things. He said, man, this is what we got to do, and we got to continue to put. But it helps Tyler Smith as well because he's coaching Tyler Smith up as well. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see it next week.
I'm so happy with.
I hope so, man. I hope so. At
Tyler Smith, I'm so happy with him, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great pick, man.
I don't feel so bad now from Vegas. I was so bummed. I wanted Lindenbaum so bad.
And we saw about the Neal kid that we thought we wanted. We thought we wanted Neal from A&M.
We were really into Neal too, man. We did so much research on Neal. Dude, I was just like, hey, if this kid's here, if Lindenbaum ain't there, let's get Neal.
Yeah.
And, hey, man, college and pros are two different things. And some people it take a while, man, for them to get into that pro aspect. Okay. Right. You know how, when you're in college, you can dominate, but when you get to the pros with these grown men,
it's a job. It's a job.
It's a job.
Yeah, that's how everybody pay their family. Yeah, they paying bills.
So true.
Mama new house.
That's right. And I got to keep my job.
Yeah.
So that little spin move, son, I've seen that.
Yeah. You better come on with that.
But here's a comment by Trackhard. Trackhard said, "So is the play calling redundant in the red zone?" What do y'all think, Mondo? What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's like we go back to what Chris said earlier. We didn't see none of those outside runs. Could it have been that we didn't have Peters in there? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that red zone calling, but I'm good getting those 3 points and out, but come on, we need 7. We need 7 up there.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Because I'm like this, man. When we play Philly, threes ain't gonna work. Okay, we need 7 points every time.
Yeah.
So I just want him to be more. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if it's elaborate or different. I just need
creativity.
Our run plays. I want you to scheme our run plays different. And just like I've called this out, guys. Every time y'all see our quarterback come to the line and he say kill, it's a run play. It's a run play every time. Every time they come up there and they say kill, I say shit. We running the ball. If I know this, okay. Yeah. Don't you think defensive coordinators know that? You know what I'm saying? kill,
Well,
kill.
and,
But
and you know what? And I think, one reason, and I think this is how you read that, because I know, when you do motion, this is how you can tell if a defense is in man or zone. But also, a quarterback will read if there's one safety high or if there's two safeties high. So if you're in a passing scheme and you get ready to pass and you see two safety high, of course, the quarterback gonna say, "Oh, okay, they got two safety high, so let's kill and let's run." So maybe that's probably what he's seeing. And then if you were in a run and they only got one safety high, he might say kill and might do a little hot route or whatever. But hopefully
mhm.
that's what they're looking at. And a lot of times that's how they read the defenses, by sending man in motion or reading the safeties. If it's two safeties high, one safety high. But it's yeah, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Die play.
the next game, I want y'all to pay attention to that. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. For,
Real quick. Hey, Armando, I almost hit my prediction. I
Did.
said I said 26-13 Cowboys. We won 25-10.
I said, hey,
Almost
Can't
hit
get
it.
no closer
Almost
than
hit
that.
it. Almost
No,
hit it.
no closer than that. That's really close. Here's the
no,
thing. Larry said basically
yeah.
not a lot of penalties. And that was true. I mean, Washington remind me of us a few
That,
weeks ago.
right?
But they have 13 penalties today.
Oh my
13, 14.
gosh.
And a lot of them was on defense to keep the Cowboys' drives alive.
I love it.
Those are the killers right there.
Yeah.
When you on defense and you can't get off the field because you making dumb penalties and literally assaulting the wide receivers, you can't even complain to the referees, bro. You were literally assaulted the guy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you was too touchy-feely. Basically, you were.
Really,
But like I say, man, we got the win, man, and
happy
just
about that.
yeah, and we're 2-0 in the division, man. That's great, man. So we're 3-1. So regardless, again, who's at the steering wheel, who's driving this, let's just continue to keep the team together, stay injury free, man, and continue to try to get more wins.
Yeah,
So
because Gary, even if Dak was there, if we 3-1 after 4 games, wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you
oh
be happy?
yeah,
Okay.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Hey, I'm like this, you win your quarters. When I say quarters, every 4 games, okay? So we 3-1. The next 4 games, we need to be 4-0, 3-1. I don't want to be 2-2 or 0-1-3. Win the quarters, okay? Because you keep winning the quarters of the season, you got 10, 12 wins, you in the playoffs. Okay.
That's
You
right.
ain't got to worry about fighting to get in the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah,
Win
for
your
sure.
quarter. So our first quarter, we've won it, right? So
Yeah.
it's 4 quarters to a season. Here come the second quarter. We need to win this quarter.
Yeah, for sure. And that's so true, man. And it reminds me yesterday, man, my little Pee-wee football team, we're 4-0, okay? But we ran into a tough game yesterday. And the guy that I was coaching against, I've coached against him for years. So these guys, this team I'm coaching for now, they're a lot of younger. They're much younger than I am. And, they hadn't seen a lot. But again, so I've been coaching a while, but the guy that was coaching across from me, so they was like, "Oh, what are they doing? They just running the ball up the middle." And our offense is pretty high power. We got a pretty good offense. And they was like, "Oh, what they're doing? Defense, y'all can't stop them." I say, you know what, guys, what y'all not realizing is this guy has a great game plan. This guy is his best defense is his offense. He was all he was doing is taking 3 yards of carry and it just moving the sticks to keep our offense off the field. And I say that to say what we had to do as coaches, and all these coaches and like I said, the guy across the field from, he's been coaching over 30 years just as much as I have, and I know this guy, so I knew his game plan. But we as coaches, we've been coaching a while together, so we had to come together and create a game plan. Okay, let's make some adjustments. Because this guy, so I had to do some maneuvering at my defense to slow them down. And sure enough, where they was playing us, we come to find out they didn't know how to cover. So they were stopping us on the run. So we made adjustments, we spread them out, and we end up winning 28-6. But I say that to say what you're saying, Chris, this is exactly what the Cowboys is going to have to do on a week-to-week basis. They got to make adjustments in order to outcoach their opponent. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yes.
So That's where those wins are going to come from. If they continue to make adjustment, don't come in with that same game plan, but make the adjustments to be successful. Put your team in a position to be successful. And that's where it starts with the coaches, So, and like you say, in that world, we win the quarters, like you were saying.
Win the quarters.
Hey, did you guys see Mike McCarthy? I had never seen him that hyped up when was it that caught the ball? Was it the Gallup touchdown?
Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Even pointed at the camera and everything.
I missed his reaction, but hey, everybody was happy for Michael. Hell, I was excited. I jumped up as soon as I saw who it was. I'm like, yay!
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I was happy for him, bro. You know, hey, that road to recovery can be long. Gary can attest to it about his son and everything.
Ooh,
it can be long and a rough road, man. And when you get back and you accomplish some of your first game back, man, it's like a sigh of relief.
Yeah. I was a little worried when the one guy made a tackle on, he kind of twisted him. I'm like, wait. I don't know if y'all saw that, but they tackled him. Like, okay, let him go. But yeah, man, that was great to see. Hey, Flash had said, y'all on Sundays too? What the?
Man, we decided to come on Sunday because it was an early kick. Okay. Yeah. And it's so long to Wednesday. We wanted to give y'all a little something, and we're gonna give you some more on Wednesday. That's it. We're gonna give you even more on Wednesday.
Yeah, for real. Okay, let me get one more come up before we get out of here. So Pete says, I feel Dan Quinn would make the adjustments. Let's see if the others do the same. So true. It's like a chess game. This is all about a chess game. You got to outcoach your opponent.
I love Pete's knowledge, man. He be right on every time.
Yeah, he's right on, and that's so true. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. So, here's Flashy said, "Bro, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about." Yeah. So we try to get in on the day, man. I know, like you say, Chris, wins is a long time.
Yeah.
All right, here's my dude. My dude's in the house. What's going on? Yeah, that's my little dude right there. That's one of my guys right there. He's watching. So.
Coach G in the house.
I'm proud of them guys, man. I'm telling you, they played, man. You know what? And I always tell them, I said, when you fight a gorilla, you hit them with everything. You don't run from, you hit them with everything you got. And that's exact. And we had all 11-year-olds. And these guys has 12-year-olds. You can have some 12-year-olds if they didn't play for the school. These guys had about 6, 7, 12-year-olds. And man, I'm telling you, we beat them. These guys stepped up. And they did their job, and we came out with the win. So yeah, I'm so proud of these guys, man. So I see you on practice on Monday.
This is the Cowboy Huddle, not the G Little League football session.
Yeah, man.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. hey, I coach Little League. I coached Little League for 20 years, so
that's right, man. I'm proud of them boys, man.
Check it out. What's up with this question? Flasher right there. I was a little mad when they didn't go 4th and inches. What did you guys think about that?
Where was that at?
4th and inch. Flash it. He said, I was a little mad when they didn't go for the 4th and inches.
I was too, because I think they could have put the game away earlier.
Right there, right?
If they went for it. But I think McCarthy was like, hey, I'll be up 12.
Yeah.
They still need 2 possessions. That's why I didn't really trip about it. If we were just up 6, up 3. Then I'd have been like, yeah, man, let's go for this,
For sure.
But they put us up 12, so.
Yeah, so we were still double digits on that one.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, like I say, man, it was a great win, man. I'm just so excited that, man, it turned out like it did as another division win for us. And, hey, man, shoot, let's keep it rolling, man, regardless who's running the ship, who's driving the ship, and busting the train or whatever.
Rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling, baby. Keep the wheels on the bus rolling.
They said we were the worst division. I don't see it no more. The NFC.
Hey, you might want to look
1.
3-1, baby. 2-0 the
already.
Hydrate.
Oh man, I'm getting ready to get back on my water as well, man. I'm done for the day, man. But hey, guys,
I love you, Miss Felicia. I love you.
But yeah, we wanted to take this time, and we, since it was an early game, we wanted to come on here on a Sunday evening, man, and not hold you long because we got the Sunday night game coming on. But this is what we wanted to do, man, and we wanted to come over here and just share share this celebration of this win that we got today. So, hey, man, it's what it's all about, man. It's Cowboy Huddle, where we talk about our Cowboy. So, with that being said, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So, let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Deuces.
Go Peaches,